So I get this psychiatric assessment that I don't need. I'm totally mentally well. And I get there and he's doing his rubbish, whatever he does, perfunctory nonsense basically. And he calls it an assessment. And then he asked me, am I smoking cannabis? So I said, I said yes. And he says, ah, like this. And I said to him, did you know that the guy that told you to ask that question is holding a spliff in his hand? And he's asking all these doctors to ask all the patients, are they smoking cannabis? And if they are, they're going to be sold loads of drugs, making them a fortune. But the guy who said this is smoking a big fucking joint and he smokes it every day. They are psychiatry and they advise the whole world that cannabis is causing mental health problems when it certainly isn't. It's the gay people that are causing mental health problems in people with their voodooism. Alright, so cannabis is being used to sell you loads of drugs and slander you with about 5 different names like schizophrenic and this and that and this and that. So now all cannabis smokers are schizophrenic when they're not. Okay, it's used by students, the army, all sorts of people that are smoking cannabis. You'll be surprised that a lot of doctors out there in the world, in England, are taking heroin because they can get it and they're actually taking it. Okay, for their doctors. All right, so all sorts of people are getting involved in recreational drugs. All right, now the person who's banned cannabis is the head of psychiatry. All right, now he's making a lot of money when he bans cannabis, even though he's holding a big spliff in his hand and chuffing on it all day long. So the head of psychiatry heads the whole hospital. Head of psychiatry are very into cocaine. All right, they're South Americans and they take cocaine 3 or 4 times a week and they head the hospitals. Okay, I'm not interested in cocaine. I'm not interested in class A drugs at all. However, the hospitals have been stolen by the cartel group and they are dealing mass crack and heroin in America and Britain and especially in Blackpool. You'll see young kids of 9 afflicted by the cartel group that have stolen hospitals, the psychiatry doctors, and now young kids of 9 in Blackpool are harassing people, asking them do they want crack and heroin. They're dealing it. All right, so that's your trans schools. Their psychiatry is your trans schools. Now, that's mass immigration to destroy women. Okay. So this is helpful for the nurses. I mean, the psychiatry department is actually stolen off me and Sylvia and Phil and Pilgrim and Rachel. Now, it was stolen by a cocaine dealing group, right? They're dealing cocaine, crack, and heroin in Britain right now, and they're running psychiatry. Psychiatry doctors, wherever they are using crackheads to do murders for the gay community. Nicola Bulley, Maddie McCann, Anne Bowman, Rachel Nickel, all killed by the hospitals. All killed by the crack cocaine connection to the hospitals and the gays in the hospitals. They're doing it right now with me. They've killed about 3 or 4 people. It's very hard to get help. I mean, I'm struggling real bad here. I'm doing the best that I can. Okay, so the psychiatry is selling crack and heroin and cancelling cannabis. All right. Now he's actually smoking. The people that run the hospitals, stolen off me, Phil and Sylvia, are these people: Jake, Judd, and the Greens, Barney Bland. Okay, Jake is the head of the rap world. He eats human flesh. Judd is the same. I'm hearing that he's killed a load of people. He's Jack the Ripper. And the other guy, they're cocaine heads. All right, they're not interested in biology or psychology, yet they run psychiatry, and they're dealing crack cocaine all over England. All right, now they're actually running the hospitals. I mean, I need the ambulance staff to monitor psychiatry doctors and pull them out and do likewise to them for the murder of Charlene Downs, for instance. And then it goes on from there. So to police these gay community and their psychiatry that are using crackheads in towns and cities and doing an insane amount of murders every day, you'll see psychiatry, what they're organising. So we now need ambulance staff to go and pull that psychiatry out and smack their head and throw it around like a football.